Well, it's been pretty jam-packed. I have to say that I've grown significantly. I'm still very young in the Alexander Technique journey. So this has been a very a great opportunity for me to consolidate the little I know about it already. I've had a few sessions, one-to-one sessions with Greg in the last few months.
Yep.
It has been absolutely life-changing. And but what I found previously to this weekend was that I would have moments of illumination and then it would kind of disappear. So it needed to, I think I needed this workshop in order to be more immersed in the experience and see other like-minded fellow practitioners, and also be working with teachers, and so that exposure and that sort of level of involvement, I think, has helped me to consolidate some of these very, very helpful fundamentals.
Great, great.
So at the most immediate level, my motivation was to be able to work towards an important concert that I had with an injured shoulder at short notice. And so that I realized helped so much. Alexander Technique helped so much to get me through that with as little pain as I think was possible.
Fantastic.
The integration of various parts of the body, how they function in synergy with each other, which is not what I had been doing for a long time. Knowing that one part of the body immediately and essentially and fundamentally rather affects another part of the body, and we can choose to associate between those two parts and help them work together instead of kind of making one part of the body, like say the head, for example, completely independent to what your pelvis is doing. And especially this has to do with the way I sit for many long hours to practice the piano or to compose music. And also, the energy to be able to continue. The energy and feeling comfort. Because one of the things I've noticed is that as the body works more synergistically together and the mind becomes part of that experience, I become more spontaneous.
Yeah.
And those ideas that you depend on, the creativity, right? There's just that can be an energy that can be wasted pretty quickly, right? If you're not careful with it, I find. So I think that's one very, very important part of this. Another part of this is that it's very easy to get bored when you're practicing the same sort of thing. Sometimes you're practicing a very small number of bars or a small number of passages, which are incredibly difficult, but you have to get them right. And it can be quite boring just repeating these. And so by building concepts of Alexander Technique, I find that I can slow the practice down or slow my mind down and incorporate these elements of Alexander Technique into that practice so that it becomes very interesting again. I become engaged.